Hey, everybody, and welcome to my live. I know on Instagram, I was talking about how Kelly Boss is going to be joining us, who is a social worker and therapist, psychotherapist. I'm going to add her. What's going on, Kelly? Are you hiding
Hi, a few
somewhere?
technical difficulties, but I'm here.
Are you hiding in a bathroom right now?
Yes, I am. Bathroom under renovation too, so just the
Oh,
background I want.
excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, I'm going to keep sharing this, guys. So I've got Kelly here, Kelly Boss, who is a therapist and social worker. And I know a lot of you have been DMing and wanting to ask questions. So first, you know what? Let's get to it because I do have another live at 9 o'clock that I'm going to the mom rant where she talks about all after dark stuff. But we're going to have Kelly on again because you've been on CTV, you've been on Global, you've been on many shows, and you've been practicing. You've opened up your practice. And as well, you're doing stuff online for people too who you know what? Listen, I have
Yeah.
anxiety too being home. And now add on top of that the kids and my
Oh,
husband.
for sure. Yeah.
And let's, you know
No.
what? I'm going to say, what if you're social distancing? Here's one of the questions that someone had sent us. What if you're social distancing in a house with people you really don't like? What happens?
Yeah. That's huge, right? Because you're thinking the people you semi-like are starting to probably get it on your nerves by now, right?
Yeah.
So I can only imagine. And you don't even think about all the different combinations of how people are being grouped together right now. Maybe something's been delayed. Maybe you are kind of co-parenting and haven't been able to separate physically. There's so many reasons that could put you in a really difficult position. So
Yeah.
I would just say take it day by day because a lot of what we react to is the fear of, I have to do this for 3 weeks.
Yes.
This doable. It's probably okay, even if they're being kind of snippy or rude or whatever. It's more
Yeah.
doable than trying to imagine how this is going to play out. It's even with homeschooling. If you think about how am I going to do this for 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, that's different than can I just get through
Yeah.
today. So that would be my big advice is just to get it down to this moment and see if you can do the next 5 minutes or the next
Right.
10 and then leave it.
And you know what? I was really stressed about homeschooling. Yeah, Linda's on, and we're going to be taking your comment. She's like, "Hey, anxiety overload." Kathy's saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Thank you guys for
Yeah.
chiming in. And right now, again, we're talking about what if you're social distancing in a house with people you really don't like as well. But back to homeschooling, we
Yeah.
can. I'm going to pull that up. For homeschooling and self-care, what I've done is I'm okay with the screens. Another teacher had chimed in today because everyone, social media is great. It's a blessing and it's a curse because I'm reading all about COVID-19, but then I'm hearing about some great stuff. Like a teacher got on and she said, listen, Taylor, if you can just do an hour or 2 hours, because when you think about it, kids have phys ed, they've got lunch, they've got their recess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
today I got them to do their math and with 3 kids, it's like, I'm a referee. So just trying to find the time. I think about, the marriage story, the people that are divorced that still are living in a house, especially in Toronto and big cities like Vancouver, or sometimes you can't leave your house
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
And now you've got a social distance with this person in your house.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. Absolutely.
how do you handle that with people? Because I know you also work with parents and you're a relationship expert. How do you do with people that are separated but still living under the same roof for social isolation? Maybe you
Well,
get back
yeah. And
together.
especially
Sorry. Okay, I
at
cut you
this
off.
point, right? No, no, no. No, I mean, I think for a lot of people, this is really it's difficult again when you get along. So this is even worse. So again, I would just say take it back to like, can you do right now, right? Don't worry
Hmm.
about what it's gonna look like long term. Don't worry about how this is gonna affect, you know, your relationship going forward. Just do this moment. Like, what do you guys need to do? Are there some conversations you need to have? Are there some ground rules? Is some
Yeah.
discussion that needs to be had, especially when you're going like I was thinking about kids going back and forth between houses too. Like,
Yeah.
how's that social isolation? It's so difficult to socially distance, but I mean, I think we all have unique circumstances. Just do the best you can do. I saw a really good post where someone said, if you looked at the last 2 weeks, would you be proud of how you handled it? And I think that's part of it is like just, if you have to go out and get groceries, then do. But if you know that you really didn't need to, you just
Yeah.
wanted a different shampoo, then that might be like a good conversation to have with yourself, but also with, the person you're
Yeah.
living with. Like just how can we do the best be the best we can be in this really difficult situation. These are the make or break it kind of moments. Nothing is normal right
Well,
now.
I look at like someone, and I don't know if you can see this online, Madonna. This is not normal. Like doing self care. She's taking a bubble bath with rose petals. I think a lot of people are
Oh,
looking at these celebrities. I don't know if you can see that, but here's Madonna taking a
yeah,
bubble bath. Like,
yeah.
what in the app? I'm going to put that back up just so we can talk about it. How do we handle like some of these celebrities who, I mean, some of them are taking it seriously, but I'm like, okay, Madonna, I get it. You're self caring, but I don't have like all your people like putting bubble bath. I'm lucky if I find soap is still in my house now because the kids are hiding it. So,
And it's that sliver of soap anyway, right? It's not
yeah,
like 16,000 rose petals.
yeah,
I know.
exactly.
I think a lot of people, this is part of what's difficult is the comparison stuff that happens with, you know,
Hmm.
we're not living our best life. That's okay. Like
Yeah,
it's much
that's
more about getting
okay.
through it for a lot of people. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And we can't all be bubble bathing and homeschooling up like a Montessori-esque situation in the spare room. Maybe we don't have a spare room. Maybe it's like move over breakfast. It's going to be the same table for homework. It's going to be the same table for me
Hmm.
working on the other end. Like, you know, tight quarters, cramped situations. We're under renovation, so there's
Yeah,
no
you're under
way we're going to
reno.
spread out. Yeah,
We were
I know.
this close to doing our basement, and people that have, for those of you that have followed me before, like you've seen, like we live in the renovation. I know some people, and you're living through it. Some people have the bonus of moving
Yeah,
out of their house and stuff like that. But I don't know. Linda's saying hard to keep everyone. It's hard to keep your cool. Everyone's on the edge, and your nerves are fried for sure.
totally.
If you
Yeah,
I think if you're a single parent too, I'm lucky because I've got my husband here, but I know a lot of my girlfriends who are single parents, and guys who are single parents
yeah.
too, taking care of the kids.
Like
It's a
no one's
lot.
spell.
There's no break. Brother Neil saying hi. Jody Decker is said, I kind of love the home game lately. You're loving the home game, Jody. And Jody, I mean, Jody, who if I hope I Jody, if this is okay, but Jody is a widow, and she's a young widow with her son, living, trying to do
Yeah,
homeschooling, trying to do work, trying to do stuff. I'm putting up Elaine's comment here. You saw what my daughter did. She spent the day painting her wall. She was doing a Bob Ross thing, and I'm seeing a lot of people paint, right, Kelly? People are doing some
yeah,
DIY. Let your kids paint. Let your
yeah,
kids do stuff.
yeah, yeah,
All right, I'm going to bring
yeah,
up a nice
absolutely. And
All right, I'm going to bring up another question here. Hang on a second. We've got lots of comments coming. I'm going to see what has Kathy said. I had a bad situation today. My best friend lives 35 minutes away. Her son had to go to the ER for a serious medical emergency. She's scared, and I couldn't go to her. Worst moment ever. Kathy, and Kelly, what would you say? Like, there's Skype. It's hard, but like, how, FaceTime, Instagram, there's Zoom. What else
yeah,
would you suggest?
FaceTime, actually give them a call, old school phone call,
Yeah.
just chat. I'm thinking of you, whatever you can do. I mean, that's
Mhm.
really hard. I mean, my first day one homeschool fell, massive black eye. I was thinking, oh gosh, are we going to have to deal with a concussion? I didn't do
Yeah.
recess supervision. That's what happened. But
There's,
they, a lot of people are, that's terrifying. Even going to the hospital, you don't want to go right now. So again, you just be the best friend you can be, which your friend's going to understand that you can't be there. They don't even want to be there. Like this is tough.
Okay, let's talk about social media. I'm going to show a picture here of, oh, look at this happy mom and child. And everyone's so happy doing homework. And I'm going to just call it bullshit. This is not real. And I'm sick of, is your kid still up? And I just swore? Sorry. BS. Who was at the door?
My kids are not.
But I mean, come on. Like,
No,
this is
all
not
good.
for real. But I mean, okay, maybe there's a moment like that. I took a picture and I did put it on social of Jenny with her Zoom webinar class. But just before that, she had yelled. But I was like, okay, I'm proud of this moment. She was screaming at me because she couldn't have coffee. I'm like, coffee? That's for another discussion. But I was proud that she sat down for like 25 minutes and did her
Absolutely.
math, right? You got to take those moments, right?
Absolutely. And few of us are going to stop and grab the camera when there's meltdowns happening, and probably best, right? But just, relax into, you don't have to look like that. That's not what these days are going to look
No.
like. And she's even got her hair combed and she's probably brushed her teeth. Like, good for her in that picture. She's really hashtag winning it, but it's not that easy to do it all. And, you know, a lot of us, I just saw someone write that they're working from home, as am I.
Yeah.
Like, it's so, it's, you know, it would be much more like that I'm beside them trying to make a call or trying to figure something out, and then getting my other child to do it would look a lot more chaotic in my house, that's for sure. And I think that's normal. And I think
Yeah.
as long as we can get to look all glossy and perfect, it's much more bearable.
So Shannon's saying I'm working from home with 4 kids is not as bad as it could be. Schedule, 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 and also know what your schedule is. So when I do voice work, that's my like I can't have the kids running around. So that's the time where I've got them streaming and watching devices because I'm like
Mm-hmm.
I'm going up for 2 hours. Sorry, and then and I shouldn't say 2 hours, an hour and a bit, but I let them watch a movie, and I've got to do my work, and then we go back down. Today we baked and did a
Yep.
bunch of stuff. We've got someone here, Mango Cantonese, who said, I have to go to Costco to get my medications. I'm 60 and a senior, and my anxiety is really high. That's
Yeah.
tough, right, Kelly? When
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, I
um,
mean, the evidence, it's always good to examine the evidence when you're struggling with the anxiety that way, and asking yourself, you know, is there evidence that I'm in a dangerous situation? Yes, it's busy, but I think they're really limiting stores. Is there evidence
mhm,
against that? You know, that they're taking precautions. There's lots of things you can do. And also check Facebook, because there's a lot of people saying, hey, I'm going here. Can I pick up anything for anyone? And don't
yeah,
feel bad to reach out. A lot of people are looking for ways to help. They just don't
yeah,
know how. Like, they think, oh gosh, they might even be thinking of you, but they don't know how to ask or what to do. So don't be afraid to say, look, or even put a little post up, hey, is anyone going to Costco? um,
yeah.
can you pick up other people's prescriptions? I think so. Yeah, if you gave
I
the
think,
prescription.
and talk
But
to your
yeah, you
pharmacist for sure. I've got Jody on here. Jody said, my kid had fun doing math today. He and his best friend from another city FaceTime, and they completed a few assignments, and they thought that was cool. For sure. I think that's good, like
yeah,
getting the kids involved with that. I'm going to bring up Bobby Joe. She said, my 12 and 15-year-old would barely sit there for 5 minutes. Too much work for me. And you know what? It's tough.
yeah,
I mean, it depends on your kids, right, Bobby Joe? And I get it because my kid yelled at me when I said she was going to do a Zoom webinar with a math teacher. We got Dawn, who's on from Twitch, because we're on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter all at the same time, which is great, guys. All right, I've got Kelly's info because Kelly's going to join us again, which is great. Kelly, so tell us about some of the stuff you do, because you have a physical location, but people are watching from all over. So, how can people talk to you, and what would you say your specialty is right now for social work and therapy for parents and
yeah,
kids?
yeah. So I mostly deal with the parent stuff and the adults, a little bit more. I do
Yeah.
have worked with kids and teens and kids before. I do a lot of online counseling right now, and I find that's a little bit easier for adults.
Yeah.
Certainly myself and some of my colleagues who work with kids, that's a bit more difficult. But yeah, we're offering a lot of our services online, which kind of opens up the field on who we can. But I've been doing it for years because I used to live abroad. So when I
Hmm.
moved, it was easier to stay in touch with clients. And yeah, so just being able to reach out and get therapy. There's a lot of therapists doing this. So if you're looking for extra help, that could be a way to get some.
Well, and it's great. And you know what? With therapy, I think it's healthy. You're talking to someone because there's only so much. And I mean, when I talk to my husband, there's only so much with your spouse or partner or family members in your house. And when you interview a therapist, right? Because you want to make sure it's a right fit. It is kind of like it's a relationship because you want to be able to have that
100%.
relationship with them, right?
Absolutely. If it's not a good fit, that's okay to switch, because that's going to be one of the best indicators that it's going to go well.
Excellent. Okay, so we're going to have Kelly back on. Thank you so much, Kelly, for joining us. I'm going to wave now bye to Kelly. I'll hang out with you guys just for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to find out another day for Kelly to come on and keep those questions coming, because then we will answer them on the next broadcast, right?
Yes, absolutely. Take care.
All right. Thanks, Kelly. All right. And also, coming up, I'm going to be live on the Mom Rants Instagram page. I'm not going to lie, she's a little dirty. Sandra from the Mom Rant not serious children. So I would put your earplugs in because I love Sandra. So make sure that's going to be on the Mom Rants Instagram, and that's coming up in 1 minute. So I'm going to jump off here. I will chat with you guys again here tomorrow. I'm trying to jump on as much. Is there certain if there's experts that you want to chat with? I've got a bunch lined up. I even have some people from from renovations and DIYs, stuff that you can do at your home right now that you have in your house. You might have this and you're like, oh, Taylor, maybe I don't have paint and stuff. There are still some places that you can order and have it dropped off at your house, depending on what you want to do. It could be as easy as changing cabinet hardware to maybe painting. Elaine, who was on here, she had her daughter painting an entire room. Get the kids learning some stuff, like bring back home ec. We all took it back in the day, right? So bring that back. Anyway, thanks guys for watching again, everyone on Facebook. We got you on YouTube, on Twitch, as well as Periscope on Twitter. I'll join you here tomorrow. Bye, guys.